Hello.
Thaís, or your makeup and everything. This is nice.
You like it?
Yeah, we're gonna wait a bit for people to come in, but I
Okay.
wanted to start on time. So who did you invite?
No, nobody actually.
Nobody.
I invited, yeah, I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't
Why
have
not?
time.
You have what?
I didn't have time.
Oh,
So, yeah, but I invited my friends for the live on YouTube. So I think that it's
oh
okay.
yeah, that's what I'm asking actually.
Oh, so a lot of people. I thought that you were asking about the three friends for the meeting.
Yeah. So you were ashamed of them.
Mm, a little bit. A
I
lot
guess.
actually. Because in English, everything's different, right? Everything is different.
I'm sharing the link.
Yay.
So what was the process of creating the presentation?
Well, basically, I do some search and that's it. I love to do slides actually. It's a great pleasure to me. I don't know why. So it was kind of funny.
You like to do what? I didn't get it.
Slides.
Oh, slides. Oh, I see. It
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. So
And
it was
did you learn
great. And
anything new in the process?
sorry?
Do you did you learn anything new in the process?
Mm, actually, I don't. I already knew all those things because I really want to be a diplomat. But it was funny because it's something that I really want to like to talk about and search about it too.
I see. Is there any new vocabulary that you faced, like in your readings? Did you search in English or in
Mm,
Portuguese?
Portuguese, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically translate everything to say to you guys in my head.
Okay. Yeah, one of the good things about um, being on the spotlight, right, having to talk about a topic, is that you realize what you don't know yet, and that is the first cue into learning more, right? When you try to speak and you
Right,
realize, oh, I don't know that. Like
definitely.
I've been learning Italian and I was
Great.
trying to talk to myself while preparing breakfast.
Hmm.
And I was trying to like, io sono un like, like io ho un letto. Like, I have a bed. Like,
I'm
and then I
like you
didn't
speaking
know.
French, trying to
Sorry.
speak French. It's something like that to me.
Yeah, Jean-Li. It's
Yeah.
much easier to speak French. But when you try to speak, you realize what you don't know yet.
Yeah.
And that's magical and also humbling. You know, mainly for people who have been speaking for a living, like you are one of those. Um, when you try to speak a new language or about a new topic, you kind of, okay, maybe I don't know how to talk about that. And then you
Yeah.
have to humble down and learn from scratch. And also, in my case, I get the opportunity to value my project. Like when I try to do the same thing in French, for instance, and wow, there's so much I
Great.
have to learn, and it's so good to be practicing now with someone who speaks French. And I kind of feel what you guys feel when you come here and practice for 2 hours, you know?
Yeah, I totally feel you about it. I think that is amazing. I love to learn new things, but mostly new languages. It's always a challenge.
Wait, spoiler. Let me see if someone's live. 2 people. 1 like. Camilla's here. Is she a friend?
Who?
Camila Fernandez.
You know.
Don't know her? So you have fans. They don't even know. Look at that.
If I do, I don't remember. Sorry, Camila. Like.
Hi, Camila. Good morning. So please be patient. We're gonna be starting in a second. 4 people now.
Ooh.
Have another guest here with us on Zoom.
Hello, guys.
Morning.
Morning. Yeah.
Today we have
Morning.
a talk by Thaís. So she is under the spotlight today. She'll be talking about becoming a diplomat, and then we will talk about it, okay, with her.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Thaís.
Nice to meet you. Guys, I'm a little bit nervous. It'd be great.
And this anticipation is not helping, right?
No, definitely. It'd be funny.
Just 4 more minutes and then we start. Did you brew your coffee?
Yep.
Nice.
Always.
I'm having the last of mine. It's the last drops of my coffee.
Gustavo, where is
Yes.
the channel? What is the name of the channel on YouTube?
The Coffee Club. It's hard to find with that name. It's a very popular name. So there's a link in the in the bio on Instagram.
Okay, I found it.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Get no notification.
I did.
Leave a comment. Like the video. Thaís, you I asked on Instagram, 6 people watching now. Hi 6 people.
Ooh.
You'll be starting in a second.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I posted yesterday about making of and making off?
Yeah.
I saw that on your channel. There's the making off.
Oh.
Like, of your
Oh my God.
You know, 15.
My 50th birthday. Oh.
So have a
It's a
corrected.
bit shame. Okay.
You got it right in the quiz, right? In the poll. You
Yeah.
got it right.
Oh, I was 15, so I knew less things that I know right now in English, right?
Hi Wes, good morning.
Hey guys.
They were having a talk talk by Thaís about becoming a diplomat. So she'll be talking like a TED talk.
Nice to meet you, Thaís.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to.
Meanwhile, I'll grab a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Right.
We're beginning 3 minutes.
Waiting.
New subscriber.
You guys can carry on.
Oh, we're waiting to 3
Waiting.
minutes to start the talk. No.
I'm sharing the link.
Okay. So Thaís, ready?
Yep. Think so.
Let's just wait for S to come back in a second.
Okay.
Okay, we promised we would start in 4 minutes, so let's do that.
Okay.
Hey, okay, Thaís, the stage is yours.
Yay, amazing. So, hey guys, my name is Thaís Peixoto. I'm a law student and state of science, ou Ciências do Estado, student 2, in different colleges actually. And I have a dream, definitely, is to becoming a diplomat someday. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about it for you. So please, Gustavo, next slide.
Okay, do you want to control it? Wait.
Can I do it? Oh my God, in Zoom? I don't know.
Try
That's Zoom.
doing something.
Ooh.
There you go.
Working? Did it work?
Yes, it's working.
Oh, it's not showing me. Okay. So guys, a diplomat is a person appointed by a state or
Wait, Thaís, you didn't pause the slide.
Okay.
Can you try clicking
Again? I'm trying to. Oh,
Okay,
now it worked. Great. So guys, a diplomat is a person appointed by a state or an intergovernmental institution to conduct diplomacy with one or more states or international organizations. They are typically charged with protecting their nation's affairs abroad, including economic, political, social, and cultural interests. So I brought for you guys some of my inspirations on this slide. The first woman is Madeleine Albright. She was an American politician and diplomat who served as the United States. It was the first family secretary of state. The United States Secretary of State is the title of the boss of the United States Department of State, who deals with the foreign affairs equivalent to Itamaraty here in Brazil. And so that's it. And the second one is Maria José Mendes, the first Brazilian woman to be accepted to work for Itamaraty in 1918, a controversial event back when women were expected to be subordinate to their husbands. So in 1938, the minister Osvaldo Aranha expressly prohibited the entry of women into Brazilian diplomacy, a measure that was only reversed in 1953 after an injunction obtained by Maria Sandra de Mello and later approved by law by the National Congress. So yeah, that's it. So Maria José was kind of a big thing for women.
Please, can I ask you a favor? It's too
Sure.
much information for us. We are not into this world. So
Sorry.
if you could slow down a bit and have us understand while you talk, you know?
Okay, guys. Sorry. So do you want that I repeat?
Can you summarize again,
Necessary?
like the role of these two women, please?
Okay. Basically, they're important women and a big inspirations for me. The first woman, it was the first Secretary of State from United States, the first family one. The second, Maria José Mendes, it was the first Brazilian to become accepted to work for Itamaraty. So she was the first diplomat here in Brazil as a woman.
Nice.
And yeah, that's it. So
Well, what does a diplomat do?
So the next point, actually. Okay. So a diplomat forms and maintains international relations with regards to issues of peace and war, trade and economics and culture, the environment, human rights, and are also the ones who negotiate treaties and international agreements before they are officially endorsed by any politicians. So they also have the ongoing responsibility of collecting and reporting information that could affect national interests and are often in a good place to give advice about how the home country should react. So he or she should also do the utmost to represent the views of the home government to the government of the country in which they are posted and convince this government to act in the ways that home government would prefer. In this way, diplomats basically are an integral part of the foreign policy formulation process of country. Okay, guys. So the modern diplomacy is very different from what it was and is still transforming. The whole of diplomat is therefore subject to change in the future. In modern diplomacy, there are a number of ranks below ambassadors, like I put in the slide. These ranks now rarely shows a mission's importance, but rather shows the diplomat's seniority, I think so, within their own nation's diplomatic career leader. So this pattern is different. It's different in different countries. So here in Brazil, it starts with the third secretary and then second secretary, first secretary, counselor, minister of second class minister actually, and first class minister. That is the same thing as an ambassador. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about these charges. As a third secretary, the diplomat exercised this function while still being trained at the Rio Branco Institute. After completing the training, the next stage is a promotion to the second secretary. This promotion is not automatic, and the diplomat must perform their activities until the promotion happens. So the first secretary can work as an advisor to the Minister of Foreign Affairs or to the General Secretary of the President of the Republic. It is a position to be fulfilled. In Brasilia, since it is the first secretary who assists and accompanies the deputies and senators in the process of ratification of treaties in the National Congress.
Okay, Thaís, can you slow down again and like give us a bit more? Because like there's too many new terms.
Okay, you're getting, guys? Don't think so. Hope so.
Vinny is following.
Also.
Okay, whatever. So to be promoted to a counselor, the diplomats must have at least 9 years of service. So it's a definitely slowly process, right? The consular function needs to be the head of divisions such as human rights or the United Nations, or of a group D in diplomatic missions, because the countries are exist this division about the countries, and of A until letter D. It's about the situation of the country, like the economy, polity, and all this stuff. Okay, the second class minister is responsible for leading the division of the Itamaraty, such as the environment, Africa, or Middle East. And the first class ministers and ambassadors, the same thing, and also call it head of diplomatic missions and embassies or representations in international organizations. So it's like the big boss, right? That's it. You're following me, guys? Hope so.
Yeah. So wait, let me just get this straight. They are ranked from A to D?
Yeah, A to D. But about to talk about the countries, like normally country letter D of a group D, it's happening a lot of war or big problems that a diplomat needs to solve. So no, it's common that the diplomat can, how can I say this? It's like, it's risky, okay? And a country, it's something like the big ones, United States, England, Canada, normally Brazil, I think that is letter
B.
letter B, yeah, or something like that, but I can show you guys about it, but that's it.
Just a second.
Okay.
So just a question. Sure. Sorry. So a guy, to be a diplomat,
yep,
he has to have a law degree or be a politician?
Yeah, definitely. So to be a diplomat, exists the concurso de admissão à carreira de diplomata. It happens since 1940 decade. Usually the first phase has 73 questions regarding the following subjects: Portuguese, international politics, geography, international law and public law, economics, English history of Brazil, and world history. And the second stage consists of an essay exams in Portuguese, English, Brazilian history, geography, international politics, economics, law, Spanish, and French. Wow. So you need to be approved in this test. So you're gonna start to your graduation as a diplomat in the Rio Branco Institute. That is my next point. The Rio Branco is a graduate school of international law, international relations, and a diplomatic academy located in Brasilia. It's located in Brasilia. The institute was created on April 1945 as a part of a centennial celebration of the birth of the Barão of Rio Branco. The Barão of Rio Branco, José Maria Paranhos Jr., I think so, is the patron of Brazilian diplomacy. He marked the diplomacy of the 19th century, mainly for establishing a large part of the Brazilian frontiers, incorporating something like 900,000 kilometers into Brazilian territory without any armed conflicts.
Wow.
So he was a great guy. Yeah.
So just through diplomacy, just through talking. Oh wait, just made me kind of summarize what it means to be a diplomat. It's just like going to war without killing.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to war, but in a great cloth and a nice hair and a big smile. That's it.
Nice.
I just sent this. I just sent this talk to Marcos de Brito. He should be here.
Yeah, Marcos de Brito is a friend of ours who is a polyglot and also studying to become a diplomat. I invited him to join us today, but he couldn't.
Amazing.
And Thaís,
Yep.
have you watched the film, the TV film called Sergio?
Oh, I didn't, but I want to.
Yes, I have.
Some friends recommended to me.
This film is really nice. Gabriela knows it because she watched it. But Sergio was a Brazilian diplomat.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's really nice. And the best part is that it's interpreted by Wagner Moura. He's a pretty good.
Nice.
The brilliant actor.
Yeah. Why did you decide to pursue this career? What was your motivation?
So, since I was 13, I have taken part of many UN model simulations representing a number of countries as a delegate and orator, an orator actually. So it started as a hobby, and it was my first contact with the international relations field, influencing me to choose a graduation that would allow me to work with it. Nowadays, I develop research in international law, space law. I love it, space law, refuge, mixophobia, and ecocide. Having published all my work, I also participate in study groups, still take part in debates and model simulations, win some prizes, actually.
Wow.
So basically, I've always loved to solve problems, but I didn't know this until 2019 when I went to law school after getting a scholarship. It was definitely the most crazy thing I ever done, because until that day, I had wanted to go to an architecture course. So I opened my eyes and figured out that I love international law and definitely want to take chance to try and make a difference in the world. I want to see the world and interact with other people and culture. I want to at least try it to make the world a better place with human rights being respected. So that's it. That's why I'm trying to be a diplomat, right?
Yeah, I see. I know that you don't need necessarily become a lawyer before you try to apply to the CSCG, isn't it? Because you can you need to have just a higher education, a university education, and then you can apply for CSCG, isn't it? But isn't it? Yeah, because I know that some physicists and some other professionals, some other professionals can apply for this course, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You don't need to be a lawyer or study law or international relations to become a diplomat. You
have to take the test, right?
Yeah, that's it. You only have to be accepted.
Because when I was younger, I wish someday become a diplomat as well, because I really appreciate his career. Yeah, I really appreciate his career. But I thought I could try to study other things for a while. And then I decided to study civil engineering and try to understand some things that I really appreciate, you know. And then like when we don't need to be a lawyer before to apply for a CSG. So you can have other careers as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I didn't know that I want to be a diplomat until 2019, like I said. So it was a big surprise to me too. And I started to create this way to becoming a diplomat. But it's my way. You can have yours, and it's definitely okay. You can, I don't know, study economy or math, and you can be a diplomat as me if I can do it, right? I don't know if I don't know, really. But I'm trying at least.
Definitely am.
I'm trying to. Okay, guys.
You have to be confident.
But
I think Abby has
positive
a question.
energy or something.
Yeah.
Like
Guys, do
Thaís,
you think that it will be more productive if she finishes the talk and then we make questions, or this way is good?
You asking to me?
For me, it's okay.
Everyone. Okay.
Yeah,
But
me too.
Okay.
Debbie, do you have a question?
oh, yes, sorry. It's just
Yeah.
that I got a question about how the diplomat gets the promotion. You were telling me that they get a promotion and they have to do the job, and it's 9 years. I was
Yeah.
thinking, is it possible that the promotion may never happen or something like this?
Yeah, it's definitely a
Wow,
possibility.
sad.
It's something. Well, it's Brazil, right, guys?
Ossos do ofício.
Come
How can
on.
I say ossos do ofício in English, guys?
I can
Office
explain
buns.
this without being a little bit.
Office buns.
I don't know. I don't know how can I say this, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah, you're right, Gabi. That's
Possibility.
it. It's a possibility, definitely, and it's a big problem actually. Imagine.
Can you summarize again, like the rank? So the first level is a diplomat.
Yeah,
And then
everybody is a diplomat in this charges, all these charges, but in the different levels, right?
And it
So
depends
it's
on how long they have been working, not on their achievements.
Depends actually. Like for being a consular, you need 9 years being a diplomat. But for other charges, I don't have sure to tell you guys because I didn't find anything about it. But basically, it's definitely work and do some I forgot the word. It's like when you know people and like
Networking?
do you follow me?
Like
No,
when you are
it's like
referred by someone?
no, yeah, can be this thing, but it's like other word that I forgot. If I get it, if I remember it, I will say it. That's it. But it's something like that, Gustavo. You need reference. You need people talking about you and your work. Networking. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah,
that's the word. Networking.
And how much do they make every minister to second class and etc. Do you know
Sorry?
how much do they make, like money?
Oh yeah, so I don't know about second secretary, first, and all above them, but the third secretary is something like 19,000 reais, like the basic
19.
the basic salary. 19.
Like
Yeah,
$4,000.
You receive in dollars, right?
No, reais.
No, even if you're on a mission, like working for another country.
No. So it's different. I don't know the exact like reais or dollars, but you can win dollars if you go to other countries. Depends. Includes the letters of the country that I explained it, like A or D. If you go to a mission in a D country, probably we will make a lot of money, right?
Oh, I see.
Because it's difficult, the difficulties of the difficulties. Yeah,
and where do diplomats stay most of the time? They stay in their own country, or they are like mostly abroad?
I don't know actually. I don't know if you can choose it, or if it's a phase thing. Like in the third secretary and second and first, I don't think that they travel a lot, but instead for study or help others diplomats. I don't know how it works, but the minister and the ambassador, the minister, the first class minister, the ambassador, basically he needs to be the head of negotiations out of his country. So I can assure you that if you want to be an ambassador, probably you will travel a lot, more than a third secretary or first secretary, probably more than others.
Gabriel or Thaís, sorry.
No, I'm sure. Sorry, guys.
Do you know? Okay, carry on. Go first.
No, sorry. You can continue. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so I was talking about the Rio Branco Institute, something like
Wait,
Because
that.
really?
actually,
Have-
yeah,
have a
I
question,
need to
Daniel?
add something. Yeah, actually, I need to add something.
Yeah, can do it.
Because I know that you can choose where you go, because it depends of the main of the country. So
Yeah,
if they need someone to do some job, they will say this for the I don't know how to say this in English. The country, we are needing someone to work here. So they have some options, and then you can choose
Yeah.
options between these options, among these options, you know. So for example, I
Yeah.
have I don't know, Greasy or something like that, and I can choose. Okay, I will go to Greasy, you know. So your salary will change about each country you're going, you know, because
The
it
letter of
depends
the
on the
country.
country. It could change.
I see.
Yeah.
So they celebrate when there's war in the country. Yeah, I'm
Or
going to
not.
war.
Yeah,
They're rewarded. They
I'm
go
going to
into a
war.
terrible place.
That's it. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
rich.
And Sergio died in war. Yeah.
So you died in
Brazil-
war? Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Do you know which level was he? Like council, first secretary? So Gabriel or Thaís?
Sorry.
Do you know
Well-
which level, which grade was Sergio?
I believe he was
Yeah.
the highest because he
I don't
was
know.
working for the UN and he worked with
Yeah.
United States. He was like on the field and he was offered like to be the head chef of UN in the human rights. So I believe it's the highest.
Like
Didn't watch the movie,
in-
guys. Sorry.
the ambassador, right? I guess the higher is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
The
Yeah, he
highest
used
is
it to
the
travel a
ambassador.
lot. He used it to travel a lot.
yeah, because some diplomats need to stay in one country for 4 years, isn't it? So you just can stay in that country for 4 years, and then you need to move again.
Yeah.
So the diplomats need to move all the time, you know. So you can try to stay for more 4 years, sorry, but it depends of the demand of the options, you know. So if you can try to apply for that country. So it depends of the situation of that time, you know.
Yeah.
So we need to stay there
That's
for
it.
4 years.
Guys, before you continue, and I think we should let her finish and write down all questions to the end. But Camila has a question here. Camila Fernandez
Okay.
on YouTube.
Hey,
So we
Camila.
answer that one, she finishes, and then we ask more questions. So write them down.
Okay.
Do they have a minimum of languages they must be able to speak?
Sure. English, Portuguese, Spanish, and French. The basic one.
So there's
The-
those are the ones that they're supposed to speak.
Those
right?
ones.
Not,
Yeah. But at the Rio Branco Institute, you need to process Brazilian wait, guys, I'm a little bit nervous. Let me think about it. What
to
I'm gonna
possess?
talk. Okay. So the high relevance is attributed as an important workload is reserved to improvement of the mastery of foreign languages in Instituto Rio Branco, with courses being offered in the official language of the United States. So I offer Arabic, Chinese, Spanish, French, English, Russian, I think so. And of those, Spanish, French, and English are mandatory. Each student must also opt for an Arabic, Chinese, or Russian course. But for the concurso de admissão à carreira de diplomata, is Spanish, French, and English, definitely.
And Portuguese, right? And you were tested in
And
all of
Portuguese.
them during the test?
Yeah, all of them. All of them.
Okay.
This...
So guys, from now on, let's write down all questions. People on YouTube, you can also leave your questions here in the comments. And then we'll let her finish, and then we ask her questions and we start a discussion on this topic, okay?
Someone asked me about what you need to be a diplomat, like to be approved. To study at the Rio Branco Institute, you need basically to possess a Brazilian citizen citizenship by birth, an undergraduate degree recognized by the Ministry of Education, so don't need to be a law or international relations. That's it. You must also have a clean criminal record and be over 18 years old. So, and if you are a man, obviously you must be up to date with military and electoral obligations. So that's it, guys. Follow me? Hope so.
Yeah, following you. Go on.
Oh, I think that's it. But
wait, there's
what can
more.
I say? The course, I basically answered the questions and just say.
You didn't detail how the test works, right? You said
okay.
The things that are tested, but like what happens in each phase?
Okay. So, yeah, the concurso de admissão à carreira de diplomata happens since 1940 decade. So usually the first phase has 73 questions regarding the following subjects: Portuguese, international politics. I think that I say this already, but geography, international law, and public law, economics, English, history of Brazil, and world history. The second stage consists of essay exams in Portuguese, English, Brazilian history, geography, international politics, economics, law, Spanish, and French. So the Portuguese language exam consists of an essay about a specific topic and 2 exercises. The English language test consists of an essay 2 and 2 translations from Portuguese to English and English to Portuguese, as well as a text summary. So yeah, English is a big thing for Cat. So I'm trying to improve, right? So the test also includes essays in French and Spanish and about Brazilian history, geography, international politics, economics and law, and public international law. Have only 4 questions each. It's not like a big essay as others. And that's it. So I was talking with a friend, actually, with a teacher, English teacher someday. And I asked her about help to try to improve my English to the concurso, to the course.
Contest.
Okay, to the test.
Contest.
So, contest. And she was like, I can't. It's too hard. It's like C2 level in English. And I was like, oh my God, a teacher can't help me. And that's it. So I'm trying to improve right now, guys. And this is some of my advice. And the coffee club, it's a great opportunity to this, okay? It's one of my advices for you guys. And about my advices, actually, I'm gonna pass the slide. Ooh. Yeah, that's it. So there are many tips I could give you guys, but today I'll share with you 3, right? Don't give up. Start to study other languages right now and believe in yourself. Diplomacy is a hard dream to maintain, right? So it's okay if you don't pass the test on your first try. And I try to tell this to myself every time, every day. It's okay, it's okay. Because for each vacancy, it's something like 300 candidates compete on average. It's definitely okay if you don't pass the test on your first try, guys. The second one is learning language is always a big thing, right? So we started right now. I'm still improving my English. Sorry for the mistakes, by the way. And Spanish and French. The sooner you learn and develop, the better. And third, I'm still no one, guys, really, but I have a dream. And I can assure you that if you have it too, you can do it, right? If you don't believe in your potential, no one will do it for you. And I think that's it. Amen. And my last
Amen.
is Guimarães has a phrase that the diplomat is the dreamer who believes he has the power to remedy what politicians spoiled. And I think that's it. If you like to solve problems and, I don't know, remedy what politicians spoiled, you should consider it to becoming a diplomat. And that's it, guys. That's it. Thank you all, guys. I hope you enjoy it. And sorry for the mistakes, really, by the way.
Congrats.
So
Nice,
far.
really nice.
Hey,
Okay, so
questions?
those are references.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's dive into a bit more questions. I wrote down like 6 questions here. We have 2 more questions in the on YouTube. So let me read them first, okay?
Okay.
So actually, we kind of addressed those things already, but you can summarize to them again. Guilherme Machado is asking, how does the promotions work? Like, is there a determinate time to happen, or the achievement based?
Yeah, it's something like I said about the charges. You start as a third secretary, and you don't have stipulate time to the next level, that is that second secretary. It's just, you just need to work and wait that you're being recognized, something like that. I only know, and I think that I answered this, I don't know, sorry guys if I'm repeating about it. I only know about the consular, that you have to work for 9 years until the next level, if I can say
Okay.
something like that.
I don't know why, but I was reading this list wrong. I was reading
Someone knows about it?
from the top to the bottom. But it's from the bottom to the top, right? So you become
too.
Yeah.
third secretary first, and then second and first, right?
Yeah.
Counselor, minister second class, minister first class. Interesting. You're reading the opposite way too, Wes?
Yeah.
Only now did I get that you start being a third secretary. But a third secretary is already a diplomat, right? All of them are diplomats.
Yeah, all of them are
I
diplomats.
see. This is just a gamification of the process, I see.
It's kind of a hierarchy.
Yeah, hierarchy. Maria Eduarda Gazur has a question. Does it has an average wage, or it depends? We actually talked about that too, about how much they earn. And we can Google that. How much?
It's 19,000 reais, something like that, right?
How much does a diplomat make in Brazil? I mean,
Like the third secretary. 19,000. It's a lot of money, guys. Oh my God.
There is this Instagram that even appeared on your presentation. It's called Clipping CSD, and it has all the numbers and all the ages of everyone who passed. And I believe it's a course for the ones who want to take the exam, and they have everything. It is great to look after.
Yeah,
you
well,
sent us in the chat?
You're talking about the Sapientia?
No, it's the Clipping CSD.
Yeah.
Clipping. Oh, okay.
It's a
I'm
course.
going to send the link.
It's a
Here,
preparatory
like-
course to apply for the CSD. You're right.
Right.
So this is the average salary. It begins at 26,000 on average, and then 33 the average. The general
Salary
average,
in
and
20?
39 for senior.
My God.
This is a year? This is a year. This is a year. It's almost nothing.
Yeah.
It's not much. I thought it was more.
Really? I think that it's great.
26 a year.
I
Oh,
definitely
okay.
wouldn't go for it. So
No, I didn't get it.
Wow.
Sorry.
Didn't get what?
26 what?
1,000 a year is an entry level, and then 33 a year, and then 39 a year as senior.
Yeah, I read it about it, something like 19,900.
A month?
Yeah,
That makes more sense. Maybe that's wrong.
month.
You can confirm that and tell us later.
I
Okay.
heard about it as a month, like 19,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a month.
Yeah, month.
Yeah, that's it. But one thing that Thaís said, I think is completely right, is that the coffee club will help you to improve your English.
Probably.
Because you need to summarize your ideas. You need to talk about main things and with main people that of the country. So you need to summarize your ideas, and because time is valuable. So you need to talk about main things in short time.
Yeah, and actually, this is something I value here, and I even helped you do that last time, right, Vinny? That you were saying like 1,000 phrases to say something you could have said in 2, and I said,
I
okay,
do this
so
all the time.
this and this, So you can really work on summarizing ideas like that.
Yeah, but you're doing in an excellent way because you're trying to improve yourself. You're trying to improve your English, and you're doing this very well. You are here. You're trying to speak. So you're in an excellent way.
I still think English is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys, I
Good.
sent you on the Telegram group the post I saw about how much a diplomat makes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Amazing.
So
But
I have a question.
yay.
What's the role of a diplomat today? Like, there's been a discussion about climate change, and Brazil is kind of negationist regarding that, or government. So what's the Brazilian diplomacy's role specifically in that issue and in other current issues today? Do you know?
So we are. It's a difficult thing to say about it because we always had a great diplomacy, and since Bolsonaro starts his government, it was something like catastrophic. But in 2021, I didn't research about it. Like I'm focused on space law right now because it's a great subject that I love it. But in 2019 and last year, actually, I researched about Bolsonaro is being judged by ecocide in the International Court of Justice. That is kind of a big thing in international law. It's the court of the international. It's the word basically. So they're not in a great situation right now. Bolsonaro is judged not in the law way, but in the moral way too, by a lot of countries, and it's difficulting our diplomatic relations. That's it. I see a lot of like England and the British, the United Kingdom actually are trying to improve some things about the environment here in Brazil and the diplomatic relations. But with this government, well, it's very difficult. It's what I hear about actually this week. And that's it. But right now I'm trying to focus in space law and other things because I'm being really sad when I read and study about how Brazil it's being for the world, right? Like
Yeah,
definitely a bad thing.
that's what a diplomat will do. He will right the wrong. So you will.
But I need to criticize right now, right? Because if I don't, I am.
All right.
I'm a human rights defender. So
If
as the environment.
nice. That's first of all, you are doing just okay. You are on your way, on your way, right? And
I'm
you
trying
have such
to.
a aspiring motivation and history. I appreciate that, and keep up the pace. You're gonna get there some way, right? Someone who
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
has got
work
there.
with
someone-
international law. So if I give up to becoming a diplomat, it's definitely okay. But I can assure you guys that it's my dream, and well, I want to work, and I'm going to actually work with international law. It's definitely my passion in the
Nice.
academic way. I love it.
I have no doubt. And you could work for Elon Musk spatial law. Right?
Oh my
Yeah, I wanted
God,
to
it's
understand what spatial law means, like,
I don't
because
know.
when I
so
think of
we
space,
definitely need other conversation because, well, it's a lot, and I love
spatial
it.
law,
So yeah, but it's spatial law, space law actually,
or
space
space
law
law, but it's about space.
is
No.
definitely about space and
Oh.
law and space and treaties, and it's a completely mess,
You
but
mean
I
the
love
outer
it.
space?
It's like
Yeah,
space
outer
here.
space.
Mm.
Yeah, it's about rockets and SpaceX and NASA and all this stuff. I love it. It's a
Wow.
problem because the technology it's like improving, and we can just go to the moon or other planets so easily, right? And it's becoming a problem because if we don't have rules, well, we mess up because we are humans. So it's about that, basically, like summarizing.
Death?
Because sorry,
Death?
I
What is
didn't
it?
say that.
It's about that.
Oh, it's
It's
about
about
that.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I don't think
So
so.
serious. It's about death. If you don't go to the moon, you die.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
Space
I
law,
love
right?
space law.
Interesting. I thought maybe it was like a misnomer or something that we think it's something, but it's something
No,
else. But you mean
it's
actually
an
that?
entire area of law, and people
Wow.
don't realize it this yet.
Can we
Like,
go live this week on Instagram to talk about space law?
yeah, of course, I will love it.
Perfect.
It'll be
By the
amazing.
what is Instagram?
Oh, my Instagram.
Shut down.
It's arroba THAY
Why you say that in
underline
Portuguese?
Peixoto. Do you know? So THA
W.
underline PA
Underscore.
PEAXOTO.
Ah, okay. Because
Let me show you something here that Gabi sent us about how much Diplomat makes.
follow.
I promised Guilherme that I would show. So here's how much they make. So this is the Instagram you're saying, right, Gabi? Clipping CACD.
Gabi, are you a student of international relations?
Oh, I wanted to be. It was my dream to study international relations to become a diplomat, but I just wanted to study in Brasilia or São Paulo, and I couldn't. So I got into law, and I'm going to Recife to study law.
Amazing, amazing. So you are colleagues.
Yes.
Amazing. I love it.
You
I think
haven't-
that we need to support each other, right? It's a
So this is
difficult task.
Yeah.
this is basically how they make. So the third secretary makes 2017 16,000, 18,000,
Monthly?
19,000. Second secretary 18, 19, 21. And then there's like counselor 21, 24 today.
A year or more per month? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's for month
month.
salary.
Okay.
It's
Uh,
okay.
ambassador 27, 26. Nice.
Okay. So what basically a diplomat do is try to do some intermediation between countries, where we try to keep some
Peace.
bilateral agreements, isn't it? Where everyone has some benefits, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Basically,
Okay.
the guy who solved the problems. Basically, actually.
Right.
Do I need necessarily to work for you? Like, can't I work for another country? I do need to work for Brazil and defend Bolsonaro's ideals.
It's a great question, actually.
I think the answer is yes and no, right?
Yeah, depends of
Respectively.
the country. Like, depends of the requirements, right? In Brazil, you need to be a Brazilian, like born here. but I don't know if other countries is something like that. Thinking about Madeleine Albright, my inspiration, she's not American. She's not from United States. She's from Praga, I think so. So maybe it depends of the country and the law.
I saw on Sergio, the movie Sergio, and he was working for United States and also for the UN specifically.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like defending Brazil. He was working for, I don't know, for a higher thing. And I get my hopes on that because I don't really want to work for Brazil and defend the Brazilian ideas.
Oh, I think so. How can I say this? So yeah, I want to work for Brazil, for Brazil, if Brazil deserves me.
I mean,
something like that.
guys,
Right?
Brazil is not the government. You know, the government is like
Yeah,
a
that's right.
temporary.
You're right. I love Brazil. Okay,
Like
I don't
Brazil
like
is much bigger than the president or anything like that. You know. So Brazil is
completely
definitely
right.
worth
Okay.
fighting for. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you need to. Sorry.
No, it's definitely okay. I don't want to work for the current government, and it's okay. But I love Brazil, guys. Definitely. Actually, a fun fact is that I'm a dancer of folkloric dances. So I definitely love the culture, love the people and all the stuff. But the government, like the current government, is a mess, and it's hard, like hurts to work for this government, and that's it. Well, what do you say, John?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you don't need. I don't think you need necessarily born in Brazil to work for a Brazilian diplomats, you know, because I think maybe if you have the nationality, not necessarily born, but you have the nationality, Brazilian nationality, you can work for this, you know.
Don't think so. Actually, you need to born here to this. Yeah, you need to be how can I say this? Forgot the word again. Sorry, guys.
Because as you said about that woman, I'm not sure. I don't remember her name.
No, yeah, but she's from United States. No, not from United States. From Praga. Praga. But I don't know how to speak Praga in English. I think that is Prague. Yeah, that's it. And she works from United States. That's it.
Because, for example, if she has some parents, some Brazilian parents, maybe she could have a Brazilian nationality, you know. So I'm not sure.
Oh, it's about the, how can I say
for
this?
For example, if her whole family are Brazilian, but she's born abroad, you know.
Okay.
She's not Brazilian technically, but she can work. I think maybe because she has this nationality.
One of the needs to process to study at the Rio Branco Institute is that you need to be a Brazilian citizenship by birth. So I think that it's something like you need to literally birth. So you're birth here. So I don't know, but yeah, that's it. I don't know. It depends of the country, the rules of the country for this situation. Here in Brazil, I think that it's only for Brazilian citizenship by birth.
I see.
That's it.
I have a question here, and there's one more question on YouTube.
Okay.
By Guilherme and Lucas Melo.
Lucas.
So, my question first is, do you visualize yourself? Like, how often do you imagine your future as a diplomat, and what do you see when you imagine that?
Oh, it's a big thing. So I tried, okay, but I admit to you guys that I'm so insecure sometimes, and I think that I won't get it. But I try to visualize myself. I try to think that I wanna to defend the human rights and try to make difference in this world. I don't know if I can do it. I know that is a big dream and kind of stupid, if I can say like that, but it's mine, right? So
Why?
yeah.
Like, why? Stop questioning yourself. Once you once giving up is no longer an option, succeeding is just a fact. And
Yeah.
but what's the day in the life of a diplomat? Like, oh, I woke up today and I'm doing this today. Like, can you tell me a day that you visualize yourself in?
So it's a very question to answer to me because I'm not a diplomat, right? But when I try to think about it, imagine me coming home and like so tired, but feeling something like, okay, I definitely did what I need to do today, and I'm trying to give me a sense of light doing this. So the feeling about diplomacy to me is like satisfaction, or I'm doing my duty, right? That's it. It's like that. I can't visualize me working, but I can feel right now the feeling of working, right?
Yeah.
It's difficult to explain this because I didn't know how to feel about it, but it's something like
that
that.
you'll feel fulfilled.
Yeah, fulfilled.
by
It's not
living in
fulfilled because I don't believe that a job will fulfill me, something like that. But in this academic area and my purpose and in international law and whatever I want to be will be fulfilled. Like, I want to do this. It's my purpose in this area. So I won't give up until even I can't change my mind, obviously, but I can show you guys, like I said, I want to work with international law, and that's
Yeah.
it. It's a kind of feeling.
Once you have a purpose, right? It's also like, oh, my purpose is to do this, and then you can find different ways to do that. It might be through diplomacy, or it might be through something else, right?
Yeah.
And I recommend you try to visualize, like later, like tell a story to yourself. Today I'm solving this issue and I'm going to this place, and what does it look like? What does it smell like? What do I hear? What do I see?
Amazing.
And it's a very interesting experience because you feel that you're there. Like, your brain doesn't distinguish present from future. So while you're telling your story in the future, your brain feels it in the present, and you can definitely be sure that that's you. And once you become that, your habits just adapt,
Yeah.
And
Right.
In your brain, you find ways to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wes is a neuromarketing nerd. He knows a lot about the brain. He can explain to you that in more details. And wait, questions here on YouTube. Wes left some comments here on the chat. I'll read them in a second. So, actually, we kind of talked about this too, but Guilherme is asking, would it be necessary for me to be defending like Amazon logging and etc.? And then Lucas completed it. That's what I was going to ask, Guilherme. Do I have to defend the same ideal that the government does?
Yeah, that's it. That's the answer. Yes.
You do?
You need to. No, it's not like I do, but as a diplomat, you need to defend your governed position. So
really?
It's very difficult to Itamaraty, guys.
This is awful.
Sorry, guys. Feel you. Like.
Guilherme, Lucas, are you young? Because you will become, if you guys want to become a diplomat, the government will be over by then. So let's hopefully get into a different administration. But you just read us a quote by who was the quote by the writer, Guimarães Rosa?
Yeah, Guimarães Rosa.
So like you're supposed to kind of fix what the politicians did wrong. So when I read that, I was under the impression that we can disagree with our current government, and that's not the case.
Well, I don't think that I can say a little more about it, because maybe I can say things wrong, and I don't know, this is recording, right?
Yeah, but as you can say,
But the
you can be
politicians
wrong as long as you say I might be
wrong.
wrong.
Okay, I might be wrong, but well, I can give you an example, right? I don't like the politics of our government, our politicians spoil definitely about Amazon or about the environment as well. So that's all. I won't say more than this. That's it. I just don't like it. Okay. I see that we can find other ways to solve these problems, and it definitely is not this way.
And if you were a diplomat today, like, how do you deal with that? Like,
My
you
God.
having different ideals.
Yeah. How can I say it? It's difficult because I don't want to develop my idea or my problem with the government right here, but
Why
I
not?
can't
Come on.
if I answer this, right? I don't like to expose myself. Like right now, I'm 20 and I'm trying to become a diplomat, so it's kind of a game of images, right? Like the word.
I see.
So we need to try to preserve ourselves, and it's difficult.
Reputation really
21st
counts,
century.
right, in this field.
Sorry?
Reputation really counts in this field, right?
Yeah, so I don't know actually. If I would need to defend wars to Brazil, then now I hope I hope not. But I don't know. If I need to do it, I will do it, and I don't want to. So
Okay.
I'm hoping that we're getting better. Get better. And
Don't be
that's it.
sad. Don't cry.
I'm sad. I'm gonna cry right now. Sorry, guys.
I was talking to Marcus, this friend of mine who is a polyglot and also studying to become a diplomat, and he told me that diplomats are not supposed to expose themselves on social media, on Instagram. Is that true, or just a strategy?
I think that both, right? It's strategy, and yeah, it's not about me. It's about the country, right? So if I want to defend the country, I need to be aligned. So it's difficult when I don't know, I share something about something that it doesn't fit very well with the ideas of the country, right?
I see. Okay,
So it's
let's
both of them.
get out of this hole.
Subject.
And Fabim has a question here.
Okay.
Is there a restriction about age to become a diplomat?
Yeah. 18 years old and 75, like the
So
highest
minimum 18
age.
and up
minimum
to
18,
75.
up
Okay.
to, you can be a diplomat.
I thought it was 21.
21.
Minimum.
Sorry?
I
No,
thought
it's
it was
18.
21. 18.
18.
So you can become a
Yeah.
diplomat while 18. Like,
Yeah, if you have a graduation, that's it, and pass the test.
wow.
It's
Nice.
it's crazy, right? I don't know anyone, but
Okay.
probably exists some genius.
Perfect. Wes, you have a few comments that left here on the chat. Paula, just to fill you in, Thaís gave us a talk about becoming a diplomat. Now you're talking about details of it. We are also live on YouTube. We have some questions here from Guilherme, from Fabim, from Lucas, from Maria, Eduarda, and Paula. Thank you guys for being here. And there is a comment by Fabim. I don't know if you already talked about this. Okay, basically he said that he joined and we were talking about space and rockets, and he's loving the talk.
Amazing. I love it.
We're gonna go live on Instagram to talk about specifically about space law. Okay, Fabim.
I'm gonna prepare it.
Wes, please can you deliver your comments?
I just said that. Actually, she said that sometimes she doubted herself, like being
Always.
insecure, and yeah, it's okay. But my question is why wouldn't why wouldn't you why wouldn't you get it if anyone has ever got? Because we are all the same. Everyone has the same brain. Like I mean, the architecture. So if anyone has ever got that, you will. There is no doubt of it. Just go on. I
Yeah.
believe you.
Thank you. I
We
need
believe in you,
to
Thaís.
to believe in myself too. Like,
My father would always say this, and wouldn't I never believed him completely emotionally, but he said, like, you only need one, right? Like, oh, there's 3 people competing for a spot, but you only need one. You don't need 300.
right?
It's yours if you want it to be, right?
A
So
teacher
he would
told me.
oversimplify it in a way that I just wouldn't get, but it can be that simple.
Yeah.
And also, you have 60 something years to try.
Yeah.
You can try a whole life.
It's a lot of years, right?
Yeah. So when you're 74, you get in and that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
You'll be there for you.
I can change my mind until 75.
When is the next test? Like CDD, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it happens every year.
Oh,
Hey,
this
what's
year.
Yeah. I don't know about this year, but probably it's gonna happen. It's a tradition, definitely.
Are you gonna apply?
No, not this time. Like I'm still studying, trying to pass in the OAB. So
I see.
chill.
Okay.
It happens in each capital of the states,
Alright?
isn't it? It happens in each capital of each state of the country, isn't it? For example, Salvador, São Paulo, etc.
Yeah. It happens in all the cities in Brazil. The capitals. I think so. That's it. The test.
Nice. And I have 2 more questions here. And I also want to redirect some questions to you guys. I mean, because Thaís has this big dream that she wants to achieve, and there's a lot of steps to it. And I want to know if you also have those. Like, what's your biggest, almost unachievable dream that you know that you can get through hard work? But before we get to that, I have 2 questions for you, Thaís, which is, where do you study for the test? Like, Gabi just showed us and Gabi vanished for some reason. I think she got disconnected.
Okay.
Where do you study? Like, do you take a course to study for the test?
Okay. So I want to take a course, something like that. The Sapientia, like SAPENTA. Yeah, it's a great course, but I don't do it yet. I'm studying by myself, like improving my language. I think that is the most important thing right now. And well, I'm young, right, guys? I'm a really young woman. Like I'm 20, so I need to to graduate, and I'm trying to do this right now. And maybe in a couple of years, I'm gonna study more objectively. Yeah, that's it. But I can recommend you this course that I was searching for about it. It's the best for me, from my point of vision. And that's it. Sapientia course. It's a great one. It's a great advice.
You are even younger than me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm really younger, right?
I guess I was the
And
youngest.
you're the youngest here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The baby coffee club.
It's a career that you need to study since you realize that you want to be a diplomat. So if you 18 or 19 or 20 as well, start study, because it's difficult. Like my English isn't perfect and I need to be a C2 level. So come on, guys. I need those years, right? To practice my English, and the coffee club, definitely.
Yeah, we can set up some individual sessions so we can work on writing and translating, some skills, and I can get you some tasks too, like how to translate this text, and then you get it to me and I can correct it for you. So you really need to practice on those. Fabim is commenting here. asking something we have already mentioned. Do you need to know more than 2 languages? Fabien, this will be saved so you can watch it later. But yes, you do. They are Portuguese, English, French, and Spanish, right?
Right.
They're mandatory, and then you have to take another course in another language, and you can learn more languages. Guilherme
Wanna
is
learn
saying, I want to
Japanese.
work with rockets. Literal rocket science. I want to do something in this field. I don't know if it will be systems, architecture, or engine engineering, or aerodynamics, but I want to. Okay, nice.
Amazing.
That
What is
sounds
that?
hard.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It's a difficult area too, but I know that you can get it, and it's
He
amazing
said he
too.
wants to take part in the human exploration of space. So you really want to go to space? Because if you work on those things, maybe you don't actually get to go. You just stay on Earth
Think
controlling
about it.
everything.
He said he wants to, right?
Yeah, he said he
Yeah.
wants to take part in the
Ask,
human exploration of space.
ask him what is he doing about it.
Yeah.
He wants to, but he has to do something.
Did you hear it, Guilherme? What are you doing now to achieve that dream?
It's
I
good.
think that he's an engineer. Just
Um,
guess.
and my other
Definitely,
question
they-
for you is, why don't politicians have to study law and take an actual test to become politicians?
Really, guys? You're doing this to me? Really?
Tricky
Yes.
one, tricky one.
Hard question.
Yeah. So, because our country, I can criticize Brazil, right? But well, I would defend here the freedom of thinking. How can I say this in English? The liberty of thinking and try to express yourself. So freedom of express yourself. So people have their ideas and motivations. So they try to be a politician. And if we have a lot of people in society that agrees with that idea or thinks the same, it's amazing. And they're elected. So that's it. We can, how can I say this? We can sublime our freedom to express ourselves and try to be the world a better place, something like that, right? Make the world a better place. Sorry, guys. So I think that's it. That's why I agree with this. Don't know, but I think that's something like that in this way.
Actually, I saw this from a different perspective when I was studying for a public contests for a public for a union job. Is how you say it. I didn't want to have it, so I didn't study hard. But what I learned was that an election is a test, right? Is a contest, is a public contest. Just it's a different means. So usually for other office jobs, you take an actual test, and then to get into the office for as a representative, a delegate, a mayor, or something like that, you take a popularity test of sorts, right? So it's a different kind of test, but it's still a test.
It's not so hard as a diplomat test, but yeah, it's definitely a test, right? I don't know if I agree, but yeah. Okay.
So look, Guilherme is giving up on his dream already. He just said.
Oh my god! Why? Because you're Brazilian?
He's like, oh, never mind. Never gonna do it. No, he said, I want to take part in the exploration of space. And then I asked him if he wants to go to space. And he said, no, not really go to space. We're Brazilian. We can't be astronauts. And then I said, why not? There's one already. There are no limits. And we do not have, he said, we do not have a space program. And Fabien, he's on my team, and he said, we can do this, Guilherme. It's also my dream. And then Guilherme said, neither partnerships like we used to. So we don't have a space program or partnerships like we used to. and Fabin said he wants to work manufacturing rockets. So guys, there's a whole space team here. There's a space lawyer being graduated. There's 2 people who want to build rockets and stuff. So just do it. Like, why?
Right.
Don't question it.
Why not? Right?
If you have a whole team here, I'll build a rocket company then. Yes.
I agree. I can work with law
Yeah.
and all those needs.
Yeah. So guys, now I want to redirect the question to you guys. Do you have a big dream or goal that you want to achieve, like becoming a diplomat, and that needs a lot of work and visualization to get done? Vinny, do you?
Yeah, I want to pursue a master abroad. Maybe I think this is my biggest dream right now. So I really want to apply for a master abroad. So maybe this one.
Is there any like things that much harder than that? There will
Much harder than that? Like, I don't know. Maybe I really want to try. I think all of my dreams about job is about academic life. But maybe I really want to apply to work on a international company, you know. So I really need to do some things step by step to achieve this goal, you know. So I'm trying to do this, and I hope that I can get there.
You want to work as what? What do you want to do?
Actually, I'm trying to apply for a trainee process to Ambev right now. So I'm trying to Ambev, the company.
Okay, but what do you want to work as? As an engineer, right?
Yeah, not necessarily as an engineer, as civil engineer. I really I really appreciate to work. I don't know how to say this, manager. You know, I really appreciate management and something like that. And maybe someday I can try to apply for work on it.
You are doing management graduation, is it?
No, I'm doing civil engineering graduation.
Okay. I was not paying attention, sorry.
That's okay. What about you? You do architecture, isn't it?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I solve problems as well. The worst. Sorry. I will let Gus ask when is my turn.
I solve problems as well, Bess.
Yeah, life problems.
I want to know from you guys, like, what's your biggest goal? What is being a diplomat for you? Like,
Sorry?
Paula, what's your version of becoming a diplomat?
Okay.
Well, my version of becoming a diplomat, it is to be an international speaker. I really feel like I'm building this, you know. I was hearing about what Thaís was saying about you kind of need to have a reputation, a good reputation, and I think this works as well for a speaker in some sense, in some perspective. You need to have a reputance of it's like this reputance.
A reputation.
A reputation, yes, thank you. A reputation. This is the first time I say this in English. A reputation, and I think it has to do with a reputation of being a speaker, you know, of being a good speaker, of being a person who is good in what he does. And yesterday I was given a lecture in a company, and last month I was given another one, and people recommended me for the other. So this is the beginning, you know. Since I understand myself as an adult, I give some lectures, but the beginning is all like that. You sometimes in the beginning, especially, you give lectures without have payment for this, and after that you start charging people for do that. And with the time you grow the amount of money that you receive. But It's just the beginning. And for this, I always say that I wanted to be like a thinker, someone that people recognize. I would like people recognize me as someone that has something useful to say. You know, like I always use the example of Leandro Carnal, this Brazilian speaker. He's not a philosopher. He's,
He's a
how can I
historian.
say? Yes, he's a historian, and people call him to talk about many different subjects, and he has something useful to say. People think just like that. Leandro Carnal, so call him because he will say something interesting about the topic, and it doesn't matter what the topic is. So I want to be like this, and for achieving this, in order to achieve this, you need to read a lot, and I read a lot. I study about completely different topics. I think this is useful because I do not want to be this person that knows a lot about one thing, one specific thing, and talk just about that. And that's it. It is to be an international speaker. And for this, I want to learn different language. I see myself giving interviews in different TV programs. And it starts from São Luís, which I have something going to that direction. I recorded recently something that we probably will start showing up, which is a program to Imirante, but I'm waiting to see if this will happen. But this is just an example. It's the start, and with the time, I hope I will be giving interview to different places and different countries as well. So this is my diplomacy goal.
Nice.
Yeah, I think one thing that Paula said is that you have a dream, and then when we achieve that dream, you probably will have another dream bigger than this one, isn't it? Because I think this is totally right. When you have a dream and you already achieved this dream, you will have another dream to bigger than this one. Because one thing that I really I have thinking when Paula was talking was that all of these dreams that I told you was about the beginning of my life, because I really want to keep this, but there is a reason. There is another reason after that, because I really want to contribute with the society. I really want to do something to all of them. Because, for example, I'm trying to apply for a Brazilian institution here from São Paulo, that they try to help other people that can stay on the university. So I really want to contribute. How can I say this?
Contribute.
Yeah, contribute this. I really want to contribute, isn't it? I really want to for this kind of people and help all of them.
Nice. And,
contribute, right?
Contribute, yes.
Okay, thank you.
When you decide what you want to be, you can just be that, right? Okay, I want to be an international speaker, so I am an international speaker. And once you become what you want to become in the present, you just start being consistent with your goal, right? Like, once I started visualizing that I wanted to be fit and be very healthy and have a long hair.
Yes, this makes sense. I can say that I am an international speaker, and people will ask me, so where have you been
speaking?
That you speaking, giving lectures. I say Brazil. I started from Brazil. So
hey, it's a country.
Yeah, that's right.
To be international, you need to give lectures to different countries, and I started in Brazil. So I'm just waiting another one. It makes sense.
Yeah.
How about me? What is my
Like, what is your diplomacy? Like, what is your becoming a diplomat? Your biggest project?
now? First of all, it's not a dream, because dream is the future. I mean, and I'm on the present. So it is a goal, and I live in it. But yeah, I always like the field of education. You know, in several ways, education. That's the area I'm working. I will ever work, I guess, is education. I want people to solve their issues. I want people to learn things that they don't know, and yeah, contribute for their dreams, right?
Contribute. This is our word to learn today.
That's tricky. Yeah, but and I've been working with it since 10 years ago, since I was 12 years old. Yeah, I probably still gonna work. And I love neuroscience, especially neuromarketing. I created some theories on my own because I don't I like to create things that aren't created yet. So I have some theories. I wish to get a Nobel Prize as well.
Nobel Prize.
Yeah, Nobel Prize.
Wow, this is nice.
Such
Nice.
other things in the next 10 years. So give me 10 years. So
Okay.
it's well enough.
In education.
Sorry?
A Nobel Prize in education also.
No, in these theories I am creating and validating, like neuromarketing, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, but to summarize, I want to be in history, like the books. I want to, when I die, people follow my path, my legacy and stuff. So I'm doing something to get there. You know?
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, I want that as well, Wes. I want that as well.
I want to become the name of a street, like, like the people say the name but don't know who they are. I'm kidding. Yeah, like it's kind of sad. Like, for example, I live in the Gastão Câmara Street, so it's a person that was important for some people in history. I have no idea who they are, and we forget most people. Like, if I told you to name like 10 people who made an impact in the last 100 years, that's hard to list. You know, very few of us actually stick to memory, but I believe we can do that.
Unless if you work on the field, you never forget Elon Musk.
Yes,
in this
if you
guy
work
and stuff.
in the field, right?
Yeah.
And if you cause such a big impact that nobody can ignore you, you become an icon. Right?
Yeah.
So let's all become icons, guys. No less than that.
All right.
Guys,
But I guess it's
I remember.
Sorry.
Sorry, say
Thaís,
what?
you can talk too. Okay, you don't have to be silent the whole time.
Okay, I'm just looking at you guys
Okay.
and listening at all. I spoke a lot, right?
Because you said that, like in the last century, very few people made history, and we remember of very few people. But I guess it's in the future it's gonna change, you know, because of the internet and this whole information going out there. So we are likely going to remember and have more icons, as you said.
I see.
Because of the education was like from the past century, the education was concentrated only in the academic books and academic. But now it's changing.
Vinny, you're silent. You're muted.
No, I was talking to myself. So.
Okay.
Because you said you want to be an icon in this area, isn't it? In this specific area, you do want to be part. But I don't think I want to
Not
be an
especially,
icon.
not,
Yeah.
not special icon, but remember, and people
Yeah.
follow my.
Yeah, I see. I understand. I understood. But I think maybe for me, I don't want to be an icon necessarily. I want to be part of that situation. I want to contribute with that society. I want to contribute positively with the society. For example, I want to build some project that help many people. I want to build some, I don't know, something that help people a lot, so I want to be part of this main goal. I'm not necessarily want to be someone who will be remembered forever or something like that. I want to be part of it. I want to contribute with the society.
And that's the most important thing, is to contribute somehow.
Yeah.
Because that's the core. We all should contribute and
Maybe
add
trying
value
to become an icon is not the right path to doing that, right? Like focusing on actually
the process,
causing
yeah.
transformation and a huge impact, and then becoming an icon is just a consequence, right? Like Elon Musk, I want to
be an
get
icon.
humans
If you want to be an icon.
Yeah, for sure.
Not an icon.
Do
Draw yourself, save a PNG
goodly
file and post on
that you
Google.
will be an icon.
Yeah.
To be an icon, you necessarily need to do or something very good or something very, very bad. So
Okay.
If
The
you are
two-part.
good and if you're good
you have no choice.
if you're good in what you do, you will be an icon in some way.
Yeah, if you are above the average, like,
Yeah.
I have just so hard in me that I hate to be average. So I don't ever do something that I will be an average. That's why I'm here, to improve my English.
Nice. I sometimes think about that, and Fabim has a comment here. He's saying that he's having an existential crisis, and that it's the best talk ever.
Paula can help me.
Yeah, Paula is a psychologist, by the way, so he can help.
Psychologist, talk to me. I will help you.
So
guys,
Fabio, okay.
Thaís?
Sorry?
No.
I said it. So Fabio uses your existential crisis to solve the problem of a little coffee on a space will be really expensive, because I want to go to space and I want to drink a little coffee too. So
yeah, like for context,
Fabio is saying existential crisis.
He's saying this: a strange fact. If you want to send a coffee package to space, it will cost approximately $50,000. So you think the little coffee on space would be really expensive? Because we were having a conversation here about creating the coffee club or the rocket club in space.
The space club.
Yeah, space club sounds nice.
Gustavo, just to make a comment about average that was talked. I was thinking, I was having this bloody test to exam specifically, and I was in the lab, and I was reading a book, and after I left the place, I realized that nobody there was reading a book. And I always, when I read in a book in a public space, which for me it's not so rare, I realized that this is not a common thing. And I always come with this thinking, it's so easy to be different in this society. This is sad, because I think this is sad. It's easy to highlight yourself. The majority of people do not read. This is not a common thing. Sometimes because we read a lot, we think that everybody does that, but this is not like this. So I just wanted to make this comment Unfortunately,
Yeah.
to be different of the average, it's more easy than we think. Just another thing about that, Rafael, my boyfriend, it was yesterday watching some classes. He's a public teacher. He works for the state, and he was watching and other teachers given their classes, and it was, guys, my God, one teacher, it was a robotic teacher. He was teaching about robotic, and
Oh,
we
I thought he
couldn't.
was very robotic in the way that he
Yes,
talked.
he was not.
Hello, guys. How
It
are
would be
you?
better if he was. I think he would give a better class. Sorry about that, but it's real. We couldn't stand, we couldn't stand hearing him, and we were very like, my God, how students can hear this, can watch this class. It was a boring class. He was giving class for other professors or other teachers, not for the student. And I said exactly that for Rafael. Rafael, I always thought that it's so easy to highlight yourself from other people. This is sad, but it is easy. It's very easy to be a good professor, to be a good psychologist, to be a very good in what you do, because the matter of people just go to the average place, average direction. The college does not help us like it should, I think. Our graduation, just I always saw the psychology course as a place that put ourselves in a box, our things in boxes, and that's it. It's sad. It's sad.
I agree with you. I always say that is so, unfortunately, so easy to be above average, because everyone's average, like almost everyone, like 90%. Who succeeds is like 1%, 5%. So it's not hard. And I just posted something about it on my Instagram, so take a look, guys, and share it if it
Oh, it's been a
makes
long
sense.
time we don't post anything, so that's rare.
It's definitely. Go there,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, but I think that it's so easy to be different than the other people. I think it's the mainly reason of this is because of our education system. It's not about the teachers, it's not about the people that work there, but I think it is about the way that we learn, the way that they teach us. Because I think they teach us to achieve a good grade, not necessarily how to think, how they don't develop our critical thinking. They just teach us how to achieve a good grade. So we don't know what we need to do by ourselves. We just follow some rules. So I think all of this about our education system.
It's true. People are there because of the actual education system.
Yeah.
So if you follow it, you might be average, but it's not it's not people's problems, right? Like you said. But you have to reconstruct your mindset so you can change this thinking.
Actually, we have an advantage, right? Because we are in a generation that was averagely educated.
Yeah.
But now schools are changing and actually are encouraging critical thinking and creativity and everything. So the following generations will be maybe it's going to be a bit harder to stand out, or it's going to matter less. Because when you have a purpose and you're creative in your own way, there's no competition. Like nobody can be me as much as I am,
Yeah.
One sorry. You can continue, Wesley.
Go on.
I think one thing that showed us this system, this wrong system, this wrong education system is right now because of the COVID, because of the quarantine, we needed to change all of the system. We need to change to online classes, and then most of the students needed to find another way to study, because the way that the teachers used to do in the classroom was different than right now. So we needed to do more exercise. They're trying to do more, I don't know, more things about it, So one thing that showed was this wrong system. I think it is right now because of the online classes.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know this, but the education system was not created for education. It was created back then in the industrial
revolution, right?
Revolution, yeah.
It was created
workers.
to make, yeah, exactly. So we have the same thing of this, that they use it to be. We have the lunchtime. We gather together in a line, like fila, and we do all the same things. We just replicate what the industry was doing, and they created this model to create more workers, the fabrics and stuff. So it's not designed to be an education.
It's changing now, and we are part of that change. I think maybe more Wes, Paul, and me, we are all educators, right? And we educate in a completely different way, and we don't educate people for industries, and there are no lines or recess and everything. So it is changing, and this crisis, that forced us into adapting, was actually quite beneficial, right? To wake up to a change of what means to educate.
It should be a talk, like education system.
Sorry?
Yeah.
It should be a talk here. Education system. Like
Wes,
yes, makes sense.
it's on you. We're going to talk on new education.
Follow, you help me.
Have the idea, bring the topic.
Okay. I want to say something before you finish. You have to wrap up. About being special or not. Sometimes I feel that we can be special, yes. However, this feeling is evolutionary, is an evolutionary choice. Not choice, but we were selected to feel that you're special. Because when you feel that you're special, you think that you're unique, and you care about your survival, and you care about leaving a legacy, so living longer. And all our genes wants to do is to perpetuate its existence through the generations. So it makes sense for our genetic code for us to survive for longer and reproduce and everything. So in order to leave a legacy, which is this feeling that we are so special that we'll survive our physical existence, we reproduce. We reproduce not only our body but also our thoughts, and we try to live in other people while after we die, and that is useful for our genetic code. So sometimes I think maybe we are
so primitive. Actually, yes. It's biological.
Yes, biological. Maybe we're so focused on feeling that we are special that we forget how average we are. And I think, oh no, I have a TV, I have a video game, I have a computer, I have a phone, I create content on Instagram, I have some friends, I go to the supermarket, I go to the gym. I'm a super average guy, I feel like I'm special. I have original ideas, and I create content, and I have followers, and I can help people in what I do, but at the same time I'm quite average. And this is something good as well, and I also want to teach that to people, that their simplicity is special to someone else. What is very average and simple for me might be absurdly important and special to you and useful to you, right? And this is why my new promise in my other profile, in which I help people thrive, is you can get paid to be you. And this is what I live. Like I get paid to have coffee and have these beautiful conversations with you guys, and tonight I'm having beer and having other conversations with some other people too.
Well,
so and
you've
this represents
created
me.
this, so you're not average. How can I say?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, did I create? Like, creation doesn't actually exist. It's just a combination, right? And
Yes,
how many
stop.
clubs have been in the world? How, like, club is not a new idea at all. Like, a family is a club.
But does everyone has a English club?
Not everyone.
So
Lots of people.
they are average or not? Just shut up.
I know this is the dilemma. You know, I'm
Depending on
Special-
the
I get it.
perspective.
special in my
right?
averageness.
Do you think that being a teacher is an easy thing?
No,
What?
I'm not saying it's easy. Just average. How many teachers are there?
Okay.
You know.
You're
It's kind
doubting
of
yourself.
challenging, no? Don't you think so?
No, I know I'm special, but sometimes I think, oh, maybe that's what my genetic code wants me to think. You know.
Gustavo, I was thinking about that right after I said that it's easy to do not be an average person, but I thought I am average. You know, depending on the perspective, depending on where we see. You know, we know people. All of us know people that we see. My God, this person is like they do not touch the
moon.
the ground, you know. They are flying because they know a lot. They live to do big things and important things. But and some people we have this feeling that they always had this life, you know, like they have been born to be big, to be great, you know. People that were how we say, it's super, someone that is so much more smart for their age.
Yeah.
And we feel like, my God, I'm not like this. I'm not this person. But we know as well people who are big, who are great, that have been just like us in the beginning, you know. And I think this has to do for most people with the process. I think one thing, I would just make this comment to finish about this subject in my part. It is something that I learned with Bert Hellinger from Family Constellation. And I learned it with him to look more and admire more the process of the everyday, the normal things, you know. He talks about heavy people, to be a person that has literally has to be uma pessoa que tem peso, exactly like this. And to be
Weight.
a heavy person in this case, weight, do you think it's
To have weight.
Balance?
to have weight?
Yes.
But it's not physically. It's not physically, it's metaphorically.
To be a heavy person, like a impactful
Yes, I said
person.
that, heavy. I think it's better to say like this, a heavy person. And this has to do with daily things. You know, it's not about big things. It's not about extraordinary things. It's about the daily things, the problems that you have daily, the relationships with their difficulties that you need to handle, you know, the family problems, to pay the bills, to be parents, to be, you know, the daily things. This is what makes us grow. And this is why we see some people who studied and never wash a dish, but you look at that person, and we look at people who has born in a very poor situation, who has 8 children, and you look to that person and you see this heavy in this person, this wisdom about life, heaviness. Thank you. This heaviness, this wisdom about life, and I want to mix both. I want to mix both, and I think we can't just try to drop to the end of the process. I will be this big person just studying, reading book, and not living life. And so, to summarize what I'm saying, to sum up, I think to be, what is the opposite of being the average?
Special, outstanding, remarkable.
Outlier.
Remarkable.
Outlier.
Remarkable, or
outlier is good. To be an outlier.
Outlier.
Yes.
Outlier. So I think to be outlier someday, it's important to be average first, and be growing. Now I'm this average. Now I'm this average. Now I'm this average. Then in a day, maybe we will not be average at all.
Yeah, so that's what being special is, right? Is being a different level of average.
Yeah, guys, you don't need to be above average in everything. Just need to be above average on the things you care about, like to achieve greater achievements. And yeah, exactly like Paula said, it's a process. It's a process. So there's a level 1, 2, 3 and stuff, and it's okay. And it's only my opinion and way of living. Doesn't mean it's right, and there is no right or wrong. There is only perspective. There is no reality, right? Everyone has a different perspective, so that's it.
And I'm actually reading the book called Outlier, and the thing that was just mentioned was this, like that they tested people with huge IQs. They have a whole group, like one researcher, he had those genius students that he nicknamed termites because his name is Terman, and he followed their progress. Like, what have they become having such a huge IQ? And some of them had some very special jobs, or they were highly paid, they were judges. However, he was disappointed because their IQ did not play a huge role in that. Actually, other people who had a lower IQ, they were born in the same year or lived in similar family conditions, had achieved the same results. And also he tested these people with huge IQs in a different test, in a different creativity test, for instance. There's a test that goes like this. You have a brick and a sheet, like a bed sheet. List different applications for it. And then they tested a guy who had a very low IQ, and he listed like 10 things for each. Like, oh, a brick used to build something, to hold the bed sheet on the bed, to break a window, to do this and that. Like, he found several ways to use a brick, several unorthodox ways to use a brick, and also a bed sheet. And then the guy with huge IQ, he said, build stuff. Like, he listed all of the obvious things. And so those two people have different levels of skills in different areas of cognition, right? So this is correct. Like, being good at something does not mean that you're good at everything and that you're special in everything.
Yeah, and ideas and IQ are shit. What matters is execution, like Paul said. You have to live, and you don't. IQ is just my easy to learn faster and stuff. It doesn't mean you're gonna succeed. People have this wrong idea of you will only succeed if you are smart and if you have a big IQ and stuff. But it's actually wrong to think this way, in my opinion.
Yeah. So guys, let me just make some comments here. People on YouTube, there are 9 people here. We usually make some comments on words and vocabulary and everything. There's just a few comments today, so it won't take too long. And also, being smart is relative, right? As like there are, I think, 13 listed kinds of intelligence today.
Yeah.
And having a huge IQ just shows that you have good logical thinking, and that's it.
Exactly.
So pronunciation: female. Thaís, that's for you.
Sorry?
Female.
Repeat.
Didn't
Can you hear me?
Okay, right now I do.
Female.
Female?
Female.
Okay.
Female. Okay.
Female.
There's male and female. Contest is usually what we say, like a public contest, but this is a rough translation because there's no such thing outside of Brazil, at least in English-speaking countries. So usually when you mean that you want to get a job, like an official job, you can say, I'll try to get into, I'm trying to get a union job, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say, if you work for the government, you can say, I am union.
Okay.
So I'm union. I worked for the government. This is weird, right?
Yeah.
Pronunciation: culture.
Culture.
Yes. Different from this, okay?
Okay.
So there's cult and cute. So cult, culture. Cute, cuteness. So this is culture. Advice. Advice is an uncountable noun.
Okay.
So it's never
Advice.
plural. It's always singular. So I have advice for you. Can you give me some advice? I have a piece of advice for you. I have 2 pieces of advice to you. You can use piece to count it, okay?
Okay.
I like the fact that you use the word treaty. Very nice. Treaties. Develop. Stressed syllable, develop.
Develop.
Countries.
Countries.
Can everyone repeat? Can I hear you guys?
Yeah.
Countries.
Countries.
Yes, countries.
Countries.
A one, okay? How do you pronounce this?
Contribute.
Contributed.
Contribute. Yeah. Contributed.
Contribute.
Contribute.
Contributed.
It's for the present as well, right? Contribute.
Yes.
Contribute.
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 Contributed.
Contributed.
Contribute.
Yeah.
Contribute. Contribute.
Contribute.
Contributed. Contributed.
So there's also the word tribute.
Yeah.
Okay, so tribute, contribute.
Contribute.
Contributed. How can I say in on the past? Contributed or contributed?
No.
Contributed. Okay, I see.
Always
Contributed.
you keep the same stress syllable, okay? Yeah, just that. It was mostly questions. Heaviness, Paula, that's the word you were looking for, okay? So you see that some people showcase heaviness in their way of seeing life.
You could use valence, right?
Balance.
Valence,
Happiness.
Valence.
Valence.
Yeah.
Balance. No, it was not balanced. It was
No, I mean valence, like to weight something.
okay. Valence with V. What is that? I don't know.
Does it exist, this word? Can you
Yeah.
confirm?
I didn't know balance would be.
Balance.
Oh, Valency.
Valency.
Oh, it sounds
Valency.
good.
Valency. What is that?
I don't. But we need to know this word because he's an engineer.
You just.
I don't
Oh,
know
it
this
does.
word.
Okay, you're sure that it exists. Okay, what is valency? The combining capacity of an atom is known as its valency.
Like something has more weight than the other.
In chemistry,
So
But
valence.
what the context?
I
What the
see.
context?
Oh, when you balance some element, for example, isn't
Yeah.
it? I see.
To weight more something.
Yeah, to combine some powers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
to have more power, to have more weight, more weight in
No.
this case. That's it.
Mm.
Okay, it's not a common
Uh,
word.
I found out here on the internet. It's like
So
in
wait,
chemistry, the valence or valency of an element is the main measure of this combining power with other atoms. You know.
the combining power of an element, especially as measured by the number of hydrogen atoms it can displace to combine with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So you see people
relative
with many carbon atoms. Valencia, power, competence. Interesting. Actually, valere, right? Be well or strong. It's interesting because when you say valuable in Spanish, it's valente. And then you think that, wow, valente means a person with a lot of value. And it's not a brave person, right? Necessarily. And it's being brave as a consequence of your strong values. And it really got to me when I learned that. Okay, and we have to sum up.
To sum up.
Yeah.
Sum up.
So to sum up means to
Sum up.
summarize something or to wrap up.
Okay.
Wrap up.
Wrap up is a good
Just,
one. Okay, so wrapping up right now. Let's see if there's anyone here on YouTube still. 5 people, maybe only us. Hi guys, thanks a lot for being here. And you can follow us on the Coffee Club on Instagram or apply to become a member. Thank you guys who were here. Great talk, Thaís. Amazing. Thanks a lot for
Thank
bringing
you,
us
Thank you, guys.
new perspective. And
Have a nice
Wes will
week,
be giving
guys.
us a talk next month on
Next month. Right?
the new
Education.
education systems. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's take a picture real quick.
Okay. With the mug or not?
Yes, the mug.
Okay.
I don't have one. So
Yeah,
I
me
have
neither.
one here, but it's not.
you should send to us.
1, 2, 3.
Like you.
You were too late, Wes.
Who can say it's not a mug?
Enjoy the rest of your day and see you next Saturday.
Right,
Yeah.
guys?
Guys,
It was nice
see
to be
you.
with you.
You all.
Yeah, congratulations, Thaís. It was a pleasure. Have a good journey.
Thank you.